So the story floating around is that the Donald Trump Jr., you know, emails and all that, that originated from the White House itself. Scarborough on Morning Joe, he was saying that it was Bannon. He thinks it's Bannon. But that's the story, you know. The people that wrote the story, they're not going to come out and say who their source was, of course, because then their source dries up. So nobody's going to come out and say who it is. But Steve Bannon, I could see that guy just being like, fuck this. But that's what everybody's saying, you know, that the White House is sort of shut down. Like, Trump isn't talking to anybody. Everybody is pointing fingers and looking over their shoulder, you know, because the bottom line is somebody's going to end up starting to flip. Trump's going to try and throw somebody under a bus for sure. It could be Jared. It could be his son. Do you think that Trump would go to jail for his son? No. Do you think his son would go to jail for his dad? No. They're two scumbags. They're scummy, you know? So they'll throw each other under the bus. And Jared? Would Jared go? Jared's got kids. He's young. I could see Jared just saying, fuck this, I'll tell you everything that I fucking know. I don't want any problems. Well, I'm gonna have problems, but I want to come out of this as unscathed as possible. I could see Jared doing that. Jared, he's not said a word during the whole thing. He's kept his mouth shut, which is smart. Did you notice the way Jared never talked about anything? I bet Jared got wrapped up into this, and you know, the whole time he's like, fuck, we could all get busted. That's why Jared's not saying anything. I could see Jared flipping on Trump. Fuck it, that's his fucking father-in-law. He doesn't care. He wants to stay out of jail. He's got kids. He probably didn't line this up. That's why he's being quiet. I bet Jared's the one that flips. And I also bet Jared at some point is going to get his security clearance yanked. Has to. You know, couldn't happen to a nicer family. Seriously. Talk about... you know what they remind me of? They remind me of trailer trash, but they have millions of dollars. Billions. But that's what they sort of remind me of. They remind me of, like, trailer trash. That whole, like, sitting in the gold chairs. I know people with money. I grew up in Clayton, Missouri. This is true. I grew up with rich people. Honest to God, truth. I didn't know anybody that was that tacky that lived like... I knew people with artwork collections that were just unbelievable. You know? Like, big name, like owning Pollocks and shit. I didn't know anybody that sat in gold chairs or was like gaudy like that. That seems like a trailer park mentality. By the way, I'm not rich at all. I grew up in a very wealthy area of St. Louis, Missouri. I grew up in Clayton, Missouri. But I don't have any money. I am not wealthy. But I mean, my clients are wealthy. No wealthy people. I don't know anybody that has such bad taste as fucking the Trumps. They look like, they remind me of trailer park trash, and trailer trash looks out for themselves. They do. Somebody's getting thrown under the bus. My guess is Jared will flip first. He's got children. Well, so does Donald Jr., but Donald Jr.'s a scumbag with his greasy hair. He might flip too. They'll turn on Donald, and Donald will try throwing everybody under the bus.